Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Siti Nurhalifah. My NPM is 222324013 and today I will present the teaching module for English subject in grade 7 focusing on descriptive text. So this module is designed to help students not only understand the structure of descriptive text but also to use them meaningfully in communication. Let's us walk through the overview, the approach, the learning activities, and the assessment. First one, module overview. So the main material is descriptive text. It's about people with emphasis on structure, vocabulary, and in skills in writing and speaking. Second one, the learning model. The learning model is the genre-based approach which views language as a tool for real-life communication. And the target learners for this model are Phase D grade 7 students. And the learning objectives are therefore first to identify main ideas and detail in descriptive text. Second, to explain the structure and identification and description. And the last is to compose a simple description of people using appropriate vocabulary. Next one is approach, method, and technique. The approach is genre-based approach. So this gives us the philosophy, language learner to text and context. The method is descriptive text method. So the teacher presents a sample text and the student analyze its structure and then create their own. And the technique are practical classroom action, which is first questioning who is your best friend, and then second is modeling. Teachers show a simple descriptive text and guide students to find main ideas. And joint construction, students work in a group to describe profession. And the last is feedback from teachers, comment on group presentation. And for the learning media, we use simple but effective media like whiteboard for teacher and descriptive text, picture of people, and worksheet. So this tool make the lesson concrete and interactive. For the learning activity, there are three stages of learning activity. First is pre-activity, so the teacher begins by greeting student and then leading a short prayer and then check the attendance. Then, to activate a prior language knowledge, the teacher asks a simple but engaging question like, "Who is your best friend and how would you describe them?" So this immediately connects the lesson to student personal experience and set the storage for learning. And then second is main activity. There are three stages of main activity. First is building knowledge. At this stage, the teacher introduced the concept of descriptive text. The student learn that descriptive texts have two main parts, identification and description. And then teacher explain why these structures are important and how they help us communicate clearly. And then the second stage is modeling. The teacher show a simple text, for example, my daughter, and together with student, the teacher highlight the main ideas and supporting details. And then the last is joint construction. So students are then given picture of profession. Then in a small group, they choose one of profession and work to write in a short description. Each group present their work in front of class. This activity builds knowledge, confidence, teamwork, and practical communication skill. Then the teacher provides a constructive feedback helping a student refine their vocabulary and start sentence structure. And then the last is post activity. Finally, the teacher summarizes the lesson, emphasizing the importance of structure in descriptive text, and students are asked to reflect briefly. Why is it important to describe people clearly? So, this reflection helps them connect the lesson to real life communication. And then the assessment. For the formative assessment, first, written test, students are complete worksheet where they identify main ideas, detail, distinguish between identification and description, and match vocabulary with picture. And for oral and behavioral tasks, the teacher observes student courage in presenting their ability to work in group, their respect for peers' opinion, and then their responsibility in completing tasks. So this aspect ensures the assessment is not only about knowledge but also about character and collaboration. And then second one is summative assessment. So for the writing task, each student write one descriptive paragraph about friend or favorite figure using the proper structure or identification and description. And for the oral presentation, individually, students present their description in front of class. So this tests their ability to communicate ideas clearly and confidence in English. In conclusion, this model integrates approach, method, and technique into coherent flow, and students are guided step by step from building knowledge, modeling, joint construction to reflection, supported by formative and summative assessment. So the ultimate goal is not only to understand the descriptive text, but to use them meaningfully in communication, both academic and social context. Thank you.